The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, touchdown number 15 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First down, Prescott. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott now After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners' 16-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. From the 31, Prescott dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going deep now for Herndon. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Prescott now forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 12. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 41, Murray. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Kill. Hey, kill. Kill. 47. Full trot. 26.
Prescott off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ready. Fires the mark. Check. I got 11.
They'll start out here with the option left. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Check 37.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Coleman, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by him. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Touchdown.
Play fake. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Murray now to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he steps away, and this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Samuel. Flush to his right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Murray from midfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
Murray now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Ready? Now the wolf. All right, T. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end single.
Murray now on first down. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Kill.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ready up, Mike 17. I'm going to come back to you. Squeeze. Back to you. Take 4.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Prescott. He's going to walk. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you, son. I got you. You're on mine, baby.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's bring it. Mike 17.
To throw, it's Murray. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Bryant's extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the left.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, they're going option left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Like 17.
Now Murray off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 60 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Play action now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. First throw now for the backup Brady. He's going to float this one deep right, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And some room to work. Deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the option. And even 60 yards for him on the ground.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Don't be scared of it. Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.